This is a GWC Video Report. Good afternoon, this is Greg Machos, and this is the GWC Video Report for Wednesday, June 27, 2012. And we'll start by looking at the current conditions here in South Plainfield. The temperature is just under 83 degrees. The dew point is at 53 degrees, thanks to the humidity at 37%. The heat index is at 81 degrees. Barometric pressure is holding steady at 29.72 inches. And we have had no measurable rainfall today. Winds are light out of the northwest at 1 mile per hour, gusting to 3 miles per hour. Now we have a lot of changes going on here as far as the weather goes in central Jersey. If you thought you had gotten rid of the heat last week after the thunderstorms moved through on Friday, think again. We have another heat wave on the way, and it's already begun. Temperatures have been a little bit warmer today than they were on Tuesday, and they are going to be warmer tomorrow. Temperatures are anticipated to be in the 90s from Thursday through Sunday. Let's look at the latest weather statistics for today. The high temperature is right where we're at right now, 83 degrees. The low this morning was 56, so we've had a diurnal temperature range, or a difference between the high and the low, of about 27 degrees. The dew point is right now at its high at 57.2 degrees. The minimum, or the low, was 50 degrees as this morning. So we have a very dry air mass over us right now. Cooler and drier air in place. It's also pretty breezy outside. Looking at the latest wind gust data from the weather station outside in the backyard, we have a maximum wind gust of 8 miles per hour, and the average, the 10-minute average, is 2 miles per hour. Yesterday was a little bit breezier at 10 miles an hour for a gust, peak wind gust, but it's still pretty breezy outside. Looking at the heat index, it's about where the temperature is, so again, that's definitely an indication that the conditions outside are comfortable. The barometric pressure is ranging between 29.71 and 29.78 inches of mercury. And again, we've had no measurable rainfall. As a matter of fact, we have had only 0.83 of an inch of rain over the last 7 days, and of course that came from our 2 days of severe weather on Friday and Monday. Friday we had 0.35 of an inch of rain, and Monday we had 0.48 of an inch. For the month of June, we've gotten a total of 3.83 inches of rainfall, and for the year, we are looking at, let's see, 12.69 inches for the year. So we have really recovered quite nicely after the dry spell that we had in March and most of April. This is a webcam view of conditions outside of in South Plainfield, and of course you can see we got nice blue skies here, plenty of sunshine. Again, we have a little bit of a breeze outside, so things are quite comfortable but that is going to change. Here's a look at the current temperatures around the country. And as you can see, New Jersey, Philadelphia, New York City, and much of New England is under very nice, cool, dry air mass. Temperatures are ranging from the upper 50s in extreme northern Maine to the low 80s in Philadelphia and in Pittsburgh, to about 87 in the nation's capital of Washington, D.C. However, if you go further south and further west, you will see that the temperatures are on the increase. We have an 85 here in Cleveland, an 86 here in Detroit. We have 83 in Cincinnati. We have 84 in Louisville. We have an 89 in, I would gather that would be in Nashville, Tennessee. We have a 92 in Memphis. And then we get down into the deep south, and we have a 95 in New Orleans. We have 93, and I guess that would be Little Rock. You have upper 90s and 100s scattered around southern Texas. And if you go into the Great Plains, this is where you have the real dangerous heat right now. We have 104 in Nebraska, Kansas, the western panhandle of Texas. We have a 102. So we are looking at this heat and humidity to eventually push itself eastward into our neck of the woods, and that is going to start happening tomorrow. Temperatures are expected to be in the 90s from tomorrow through Sunday. Now we're looking at our surface map, and here we see high pressures in place over the Ohio Valley. We have our trough of low pressure off the east coast of the United States, and this is Tropical Depression Debbie that's riding right along that front. We also have a low that is spinning still here in the northern portion of New England, and I guess that's why we have the temperatures in the upper 50s to mid 60s in Maine, because there's probably some cloud cover from this low pressure system that's still pulling out. We also have high pressure in the western plains in Colorado and New Mexico, and of course that's important because that's where we have the latest brush fires that are occurring out near the Denver area. Now what's going to happen with this high pressure is that it is going to move east and park itself off the east coast of the United States, and that is going to allow a more southerly to southwesterly flow around the high to pump in warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and into our region for the latter portion of the week into this weekend. Now, if we look at the National Weather Service map, and this is courtesy of the National Weather Service office in Mount Holly, we see that there's an excessive heat watch for a good deal of southeastern Pennsylvania, portions of northern Delaware, and portions of southwestern New Jersey, including the capital of Trenton. Now, if we look at this excessive heat watch, we see that we're looking at heat index values of around 100 degrees each afternoon of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And temperatures are expected to be in the mid to upper 90s from Friday to Sunday. And the worst impacts are expected to be in the urban areas. So we're on the lookout for some excessive heat from Friday through Sunday, but temperatures will be getting up or near 90, or up to or near 90 on Thursday. So we're looking at least a 4-day heat wave here, and we'll have to see if it stretches into the early part of next week. Taking a look at the latest satellite imagery courtesy of the Rutgers Weather Center in New Brunswick, we see that there are some stray clouds moving over the region. We do have some more clouds to the west here in central Pennsylvania, but it doesn't look like there's anything organized as far as precipitation goes. Then we move to the radar loop, and again, this is courtesy of Rutgers University. We can see that low spinning here in northern Maine. It's generating some clouds and showers there. There's also some more clouds and showers pinwheeling around that low here in Vermont and upstate New York. And we have more precipitation, more showers and thunderstorms moving across the eastern Great Lakes into western New York and northwestern Pennsylvania. But as you can see, New Jersey, other than some ground clutter near the radar station at Fort Dix, is very clear at this time. And now we're going to take a look at what's been going on here at the GWC weather station in South Plainfield over the past 5 days. And as you can see, we had temperatures pretty much above 80 for highs on, let's see, was it Saturday and Sunday, and then temperatures dropped into the, I'd say mid-70s on Monday, and that was due to the fact that we had all the cloud cover from the rain and storms that pushed through. Temperatures went down to below 60 overnight on Tuesday, and then climbed back up into the mid-70s on Tuesday afternoon. And now you can see here Wednesday morning again, it dropped below 60 for a morning low, and now we've reached over 80 degrees today. So it was a little warmer today than it was yesterday and Monday, and that trend will continue into the latter part of the week into the weekend. Now we take a look here at the barometer, barometric trend over this past 5 days, and you can see the pressure rose steadily from its low on Friday evening after the thunderstorms pushed through to break the previous heat wave. It rose to about 16 millibars, or about 30 inches on Sunday. And then it dropped down again to almost about 1,000 millibars on Monday night, and it's been steadily climbing ever since. And that's pretty much why we have the rather breezy conditions outside, because we had a pretty strong area of low pressure for this time of year move through, and the pressure has been rising since with this strong area of high pressure moving in, and that's going to be responsible for the heat wave. But like I said, we had a difference in pressure, strong low pressure followed by strong high pressure, and the winds are rushing the air toward that area of high pressure, balancing out the atmosphere, and that's why we have the breezy conditions outside the past couple days. Now, of course, this is the rainfall amounts that we've had over the past week. And again, we got a little bit of rain with the thunderstorms on both Friday and Monday. Again, a little bit less than an inch, but still, June for June we've had quite a bit of rain, despite the recent the dry weather we've had. It has been, I think we've only had the 2 days of thunderstorms that we've had is pretty much the only measurable rainfall we've had in about the last 10 days to 2 weeks. So, but still, despite all that, we've had over almost 4 inches of rain. Now we look at the 5-day forecast, and again, we have a hazardous weather outlook, and we'll take a look at that first. For today, we have a dry and rather, like I said, rather breezy, gusty, and warm northwest wind, and that could create enhanced fire danger because you have the low humidities. Remember, we just mentioned a little while ago, humidity is in the upper 30s, and the dew points are in the 50s. And you combine that with the dry weather we've had. Again, I've said before, we had less than an inch of rain in the past almost 2 weeks now, and you have breezy condition outside. So you do have elements there for brush fires to develop. And as a matter of fact, there was a fire in South Amboy earlier today in the neighborhood out there. But really what we're focusing on now is the hazardous weather outlook for the latter part of the week into the weekend. And again, it's pointing at our developing heat wave with heat index values at or above 100 degrees. Now we'll go back and we'll take a look at the 5-day forecast, and as you can see, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're looking at temperatures in the low to mid 90s with a chance of thunderstorms on Friday. Thursday is going to be in the lower 90s with plenty of sunshine. Thursday night we have a 20% chance of thunderstorms, low of 67. Friday we have a high of 94 with a 20% chance of thunderstorms. And then Friday night the temperature is only going to drop to about 71 and then come back up to 94 on Saturday with again a 20% chance of thunderstorms developing. And then Saturday night the temperature is supposed to drop a little bit to 69 for a low and then climb back up into the low 90s on Sunday. Okay, so that's basically all for now. We'll be back tomorrow with another installment of the GWC Video Report. For now, this is Greg Machos. You have a good day. This has been a GWC Video Report.